of FromSoft games like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, or Sekiro, but you feel like you're missing something. Trying to figure out what it is, you play Stellar Blade and even Devil May Cry, but you still can't figure it out. Well, I think I know what the missing part is. Playing as a monkey. In a fast-paced action RPG game like Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong! Black Myth Wukong is a game based and inspired from the Chinese novel Journey to the West. Here you play as a monkey named the Destined One, and the goal is to uncover the obscure truth beneath the veil of the glorious legend from the past. Yes, you heard that correctly. To do so, we need to defeat a lot of bosses, easier ones and harder ones, gather relics and other powerful objects, ringing bells, and also talking to interesting NPCs. This game has 36 trophies and a platinum, and it's estimated to take around 60 hours depending on your skills. And let me tell you, for me, it's gonna take way more than 60 hours. So let's start our monkey business. We start off the journey by having a cool cutscene, seeing a lot of different characters, and I'm already stressing out. He's huge over there, calling the giants bastards.
You bastard!
We got to see this man and his doggo, and we got to our first fight of the game. Oh, that's heavy! Nah! Surviving that, we turned ourselves into a bird and getting entrapped on this mountain. In this cutscene, we got introduced to the monkey we're playing for the rest of the game. And we also got told exactly what we read earlier. Find relics, get back to mountain, and hopefully we're gonna have a job done. And to sum it up, we got the name drop and our first trophy. We start the first chapter by tricking some NPCs that we are a fruit.
Wait a minute.
Fighting them, we got to learn the basic of the combat and also the first meditation spot in the game. Minutes after that, we got to meet this dude, which told us about a temple up ahead. And boy, what a surprise we got.
Hello.
Dude. Ooh, he got back! Wait, what happened? What is happening? Is this supposed to happen? Learning this new spell, we were able to defeat the boss and unlock our first skill point. First try! And we also got to see the ability for the first time, where we can upgrade different stances, overall stats, or the spells that we have learned. Spending the first point will also lead to our second trophy. All this made us more brave to continue exploring, which led up to new NPCs and also an enemy that pretends to be a mushroom.
I'm gonna come.
And then the first roadblock for me in this chapter, the blue baby Thanos. Oh my... Okay, yeah, he's the first boss. That hits me! Oh, it's 75%, you know? Yep. Now we screwed again. Like, how'd me? Oh, shit. So f***ing close. The dolphin is not my friend. I knew it! Guys, freaking insane. Oh, no! That can hit you through the tree. But I need to be greedy now. I can soon... Yes, no. Do it. I got him. Yeah! Finally defeating the baby. I thought it was gonna be calm for a moment, but I was wrong. Meeting the next boss pretty straight afterwards, I was afraid that we faced another roadblock, but luckily I was wrong. Defeating this boss pretty easily, we got rewarded with a red tide spell, which makes it possible for you to change form and fight with a fire staff and do some cool moves, which is a lot of fun. With this new spell, we went to this temple and found a doggo we needed to defeat. Lucky for us, this one was not super tricky either. Then we find a lotus pill, which increases our max health. We also find this super thick horse.
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy!
which is important for a later trophy. You will also meet another important NPC who will give you the ability to make your healing item, the gourd, even better. Exploring further, we found a cool enemy we'd never seen before, and this toad. Just as baby Thanos, this frog will drop a spirit for you when you defeat it. This is the so-called spirit skills, a special ability your character have that you can use in every fight in the game to summon a spirit that do some type of attack or status effect towards the enemy. Defeating another boss, ringing a bell, and also finding this enemy that looks just like a normal dude, but he was not. This NPC will allow you to do some shopping and also upgrade your gourd, which is of course gonna help us a lot during this playthrough, especially when you meet this guy. Shit! No! What is in the face, dude? Defeating that boss, I was both lucky and unlucky in my explorations. Lucky to find a secret area, unlucky because it was another baby Thanos. No, it's another baby! Nah. As you remember from earlier, these guys are not here to play. I did realize sooner than later that this baby was either easier than the other one, or I'm becoming better at the game. I was able to defeat it without a bigger problem and getting a trophy as a reward.
Come on, baby!
Me right now? Oh my god! Did you see that? It's close. Temple of Change. Talking about bosses, this is also important for you to keep in mind while going for the platinum. That is that you need to find all the bosses in the game and defeat them all. Some of them are gonna be throughout the main story, but some of them are secrets. Another thing you will need to find is all the meditation points and also the different pills to either increase health, stamina, or mana. Luckily, you can find all of these ones on your first playthrough, but unfortunately, you need to go into a New Game Plus to find all the items for your armor and weapons. And now we ended Chapter 1 by defeating another pretty difficult boss, the bear. Such a good attempt, though. I'm gonna fuck you! Me right now. This close! This freaking close! Getting a trophy, starting Chapter 2, I felt ready to get to another area and find some more cool bosses and NPCs, and so we did. Chapter 2 starts with one of my favorite characters, the Headless Singing Man. After singing along, we were free to roam around the new desert map, finding some new enemies, and little did I know that I met another interesting NPC, the fox. He needed our help to defeat a rude frog in a waterhole nearby, which was a pretty easy task. Helping out, we got our reward, and he will talk to us later again. After that, I met the first boss of this area. Helan och halvan, Obelix, Asterix, you decide. Defeating them and singing yet again, we also helped out the horse we met before.
Damn, boy!
After talking to the horse, we were lucky to see this guy one more time. Apparently, we didn't do the job correctly last time we saw him, so now he's trying to defeat us in another way, by his son. This encounter is important because in the same area, you will also find an item that will unlock a secret boss that you need to defeat later on. And there is no rest for the wicked, because now we found our next main boss, Tony the Tiger, aka the Tiger Vanguard. This dude turned out to be a challenge, but still a fun fight. But absolutely a waste of my power. But that's not even him! I died of that. More healing now. Okay, let's redo this. I fucked up so bad. I pressed the button! I need this victory. I need this victory. No! The grace! Defeating him, we unlocked a new spell, and minutes after, another trophy for making our gourd even better. Later on, we got defeated by getting kicked in the face. Stronger summon can get rid of these ones. Isn't that weird? But I recovered by finding one of the most boring bosses in the game. We did get some good out of it eventually by meeting this singing guy again and just vibing. But the happiness didn't last for long. Or should I say,
Long.
I do not know what this is. I should have jumped. Oh my god! What? The actual toilet? That is like Mog. Jump! Are you stupid? This... Ew! I'm gonna get up now! Are you fucking serious? Oh, you! No! 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 Use this one! Get him! Get him! Oh, I got him! Finally defeating him after a lot of attempts, we met another important NPC that will lead you into a side mission. Here we discover a temple that reminds me a lot of the tiger in the Disney movie Aladdin. After the temple, we also met the fox again. And this got us a new trophy for upgrading our stats at his place. Upgrading Monkey, defeating a lot of bosses, I thought that we could finish this chapter without any bigger problems, but that was not the case. This boss happened to be a big roadblock for me, or should I say, roach block. Hang on a bee. I'm dead now. Oh. Trying to defeat him over and over again, I was finally good enough to do it. And we got a nice plot twist whose head he was carrying all this time. Yeah, thanks so much for farts. Victory is more like finally than yeehaw. I want a yeehaw! Straight after, we also got this very beautiful motion stop cutscene with this man and the fox. But it didn't end the way I thought. With that, we ended chapter 2 and we went into chapter 3. But before we were heading into chapter 3, I decided to do some backtracking. For example, we went back to the guy with a huge gourd and the boar. While trying to finish these side missions, I was also able to find another mission. A kid that wants me to jump down a well. And of course, I was a little bit nervous to do so. I did decide to jump down, and there we found the mad tiger. And he sure was mad. I'm soon dead, but he's also soon dead! Geese! Do it! Do your thing! Yes, 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 yes! Yes! Defeating the mad tiger, we went back to finish the last part of the boar mission. Now we met the boar's brother that we needed to defeat, which led up to a secret area where the last boss were hidden before we got the trophy. And talking about side missions and NPCs, you will also meet this weird guy. And yeah, he will be important for your playthrough for both the items he sells, but also the side mission he activates. Apart from his items, it was now time to collect another item, the Buddha eyeballs, to be able to do this. Unlocking a new boring rock boss. Yippee! Seeing this much of the game, I think we all realized that there is a lot to discover in each chapter. So while we were backtracking, my community told me about a secret boss in chapter 1's area that I just had to go back to. Using the scales we picked up in chapter 2, we unlocked a new area behind the waterfall and met this beautiful dragon. With all this done, we were ready to head back into chapter 3. Starting chapter 3, we met a monkey, a human bird, we turned into a bat, and met another pretty dragon. Defeating this one didn't end as it usually does with party hats, happy smiles, and celebrations. No, we ended up in a prison, which was a pretty annoying area. Well, that happens! They're amazing. Amazing! The other side. They're so typical. Yeah. Why don't you heal? but I need to change it a little bit. So trying to see if this is gonna be better or it, because it takes quite a... After that, we discovered an unexpected thing. Ooh, what is that? That looks like a UFO.
We come in peace. We come in peace.
Taking a closer look at the UFO, we also saw a huge turtle and this beautiful woman that ends up being our next boss. And by defeating her, we met our new companion. Adorable!
What took you so long? Constipation.
And even though we just met our new friend that defeated a pretty tricky boss, we must fight one more of them. And this one was really cool and difficult for sure. Okay. Oh my... Now. Are you shitting me? Wait, my spell is back. No, it's not. It's not. Heal. He dies now. He dies. Yes! Defeating that dragon, we met another dragon, but this one was a cranky one.
I might as well die. No chance at immortality.
I love this dragon. We also met another boss, which led up to another important item for later. Fast forwarding this area, we eventually met this guy that likes to talk about belly buttons.
I'm looking at that Buddha over
We
there.
saw this one in the beginning.
See his belly button? It's so big.
But apart from that, he also gave us a mission to find Buddha statues. Finding the statues, we also found this guy that we met briefly in chapter 1.
Nice.
Finishing that mission, we found another area with another NPC that needs our help and another boss that needs to be defeated. This unlocks a cool new place with melons and also new spell, which is pretty powerful. And lucky for me, I was able to try this new spell to one of my least favorite bosses. This guy. Heal, monkey! Heal! Fuck. Man, you absolutely... Finally defeating this ass, I could move on and backtrack to some areas that I have missed. For example, the prison area where I missed a hidden boss. I needed to meet the horse guy again and then talk to the grumpy dragon yet again. And that is because you're gonna unlock this secret area, which is very important for the future trophies you need. The ending of this chapter was really interesting and different compared to the previous ones. A cool boss, uncomfortable zoom in, interesting gameplay, and then a very sad cutscene. But we did it, and we're gonna start chapter 4. Chapter 4 welcomes us with a lot of insects, and I mean a lot. This is not a chapter for the people with arachnophobia, because there are spiders in every corner. Unfortunately, this game doesn't come with a filter to cover up these nasty ones, like for example Legacy. Apart from the spiders, we were lucky to find
Balls.
a lot of them, and they even have legs. We even found this ball, which turned out to be the secret boss that carries a secret armor piece that you need to get for the platinum. To collect it, you have to cut at least 4 of his arms off, otherwise you will miss out. Escaping the area, we got interrupted by some weird-looking pumpkins, lanterns, and the lady from the beginning of the chapter decided to join us and tell us about a treasure nearby. Taking the treasure, we also found a new area that reminded me a lot of a Dark Souls game, but it ended up being just a centipede. Thinking oh, maybe we got enough of the balls and insects from before, we were clearly wrong. Now we found our friend from before, the horse, and he was in trouble again. And talking about trouble, we went into a very obvious trap. It's gonna snap us! Almost getting our new bridge, we ended up in a very interesting cutscene that has to do with the ladies, their mom, and a wedding. Trying to ignore that for the moment, I ended up at another type of bridge that I couldn't figure out how to cross. Well, I jumped down. hate this place.
I hate it here.
But little did I know that the bridge was just the beginning to another secret boss, which decided to glitch when I met him for the first time. But believe me, the second time he was not AFK anymore. Yellow Long ended up being one of the hardest bosses in the game. Interesting. My attack is doing this damage I need to do. Do you see this? Oh, he's such a bullshitter. Are you joking? That's so bullshit. He interrupted the monkey attack. Oh my lord. I pressed the wrong button. Yes, I activated it. I'm literally spamming. How? Why does he continue? Like a very long time indeed. Come on, can this be it? That's not it, but... Ah, I hit my toe! I hit my freaking toe! Oh, my God!
Sire's head was hung when he defied.
When the glorious victory was mine, we got the trophy, a new spell, and another trophy by going back to our safe haven and harvesting some material. Exploring further, we found another frog, which is important for later on. After defeating the frog, we found our pig friend again, but this time he was not happy to see us. Thinking we defeated him and we can become friends again, I was clearly wrong. Fighting him once again and defeating him once again, he still managed to get up in a tricky situation one more time. After defeating the pig all these times and the evil spider, we were able to relax and do some meditation and also change our gear a bit.
What the dog doing?
Moving on from that encounter, we got a cool meeting with these two NPCs, found another boss, and unlocked a secret area, which is one of the most beautiful ones in the whole game. This is very pretty. We also found this beautiful snake that tells us that she needs our help to find somebody in this area. But before finding that person, we also found a boss with a really nice voice lines. And also an NPC that wants us to find an egg for him. But delivering the egg did not end up being a good thing. Meeting the snake lady again, she gave us a reward for defeating the Eggman, a new spell. Perfectly timed, we also found a new boss that we could try out the new spell on. This close! This close! And then we reached the end boss of this secret area that did get on my nerves a bit. Okay, sometimes I wonder...
Stand behind me.
One more. Yeah. Ooh, that was close again. It was close. Oh, behold the betrayal. One trophy more to the collection and another cool cutscene that rounded out chapter 4. And we started chapter 5. Chapter 5 stood out straight away by being way darker and gloomier than the previous chapters. And most important, no more bugs. Here we met a boss pretty straight away, and he is important for a secret area in the chapter. And another boss you need to pay attention on are the cards, which you will find a couple of in this chapter. But before going further into chapter 5, I did decide to take a small break and go back to our base and upgrade my things. I also noticed that there was a new type of choice when interacting with the blacksmith. This ended up in a fun fight that was not much of a struggle, and you get a new spell. Going back to chapter 5 to proceed the story, we met this fox lady, defeated some bosses, and met the horse one final time. We could not do anything for him right now, but we will be back later. We also meet the gourd man again that has one last task for us to do. That is to give him something to drink, aka we need to upgrade our gourd to max to be able to finish his quest line. But to do so, of course we need the material to do it, so his quest line was put on hold for now. Continuing the story, we found the fox lady again, together with her mother and brother. Coming this far into the game, we know things never ends well. So yes, this also ended up in a fight. Winning that fight, we found another card, and then we catch up to the lady again, and what it looks like, her daddy. And it ended up being a what the F moment. And to not spoil everything, I'm gonna leave it for you to either play this game yourself or look it up, but a lot of cool and unexpected things was happening during this time. Having another cutscene to end chapter 5, we now started chapter 6, the last chapter. Going back to chapter 5, I went back to see the horse for the last time. Now we've done all the things we needed to do to end his chapter and get a spell and a trophy. Heads up, in this video, this trophy may look simple, but it is a highly missable one. After that, I went back to find all the cards and the bull again. And this is for unlocking a new secret area and a boss that I highly dislike. Wow, look at those spies! I don't know how to defeat this asshole. Oh, we're so close! This needs to be better. Yep. Oh! Crab! As f***ing always. Oh my god! It could be it, guys. It could be it. If I can get a very good attack with a horse. Oh god. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, we're gonna make it! Raiders, you're catching me at the best freaking time then. We got it! Damn! Finally beating that stupid boss, we could go back to the gourd man and give him the drink of his life. But with that said, the trophy that should have popped right there and then didn't. So I had to backtrack to his previous locations to see if I missed to exhaust any of his dialogues, and that was the case. Backtracking, I was able to find him in an area I for some reason missed entirely. But lucky we didn't get locked out, and we could do the conversations we needed to get the trophy.
Broken mirror cannot be made whole.
Got it. Going back to chapter 6, we were able to find the Supreme Inspector again, which I think is a cool and fun boss fight. And another thing that I think a lot of you also would think is pretty cool is the fart cloud. Now we were free to fly as we want in the area, which led up to us finding a hippo and also the last frog. Momo! But we also found this huge cricket that was not playing around. Eventually, when we figured out how to do it the correct way, we unlocked one piece of the very important armor. Defeating a rhino, we were able to get the chest piece, and then we met the clone version of the ancestor spirit, which had a really cool transformation scene and a fun fight overall. Getting the leg pieces, we were ready to face one of the most random boss fights, which I thought was very unique. What is happening? Finding one more piece of the armor, we were also able to end the monkey side mission that we've been seeing in the previous chapters. I cannot go up! Go up! Monkey! Defeating a giant rock, he gave us an item that you can later give to the fox to upgrade your stats. Now it's time to find the last piece of the puzzle before heading into the end of the game. And that was the weapon. Acquiring the weapon and the trophy, we headed back to the mountain where everything started. Interacting with the rock, we were sucked into the end boss area. And this boss was as epic as I thought it was gonna be. Without any bigger problems, I was able to end this magnificent fight and the end of the whole game. With the story fresh in my mind and seeing one of the endings already, I decided that it would be a great idea to go for the secret ending straight away. And boy, that was a great idea indeed. If you have played this game or going to, Erlang will be one of the most difficult bosses in the whole game. It sure was for me at least.
A worthy
Ouch. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, dead. What is this? I don't like this. I'm not a fan. I do not know this fight. Look at this, guys. No healing. We're not even 50%. Nah. This always kills me. So tricky. Horrible.
how sluggish. Let's get
Taste this, you ass. Not even gonna bother healing, guys. This is not an attempt. Okay, change spirit. Hell. Yeah. That was such a good attempt.
your best tricks. Use them. Don't hold back.
Apparently, I cannot dodge that. Apparently, I was totally useless. Best attempt.
Your best tricks.
Shit!
Don't hold back.
Shit! If I don't get him now,
No more spin. Step forward.
after that epic moment, it was time to go back to the trophies we had left. Those were the ones we needed to either craft things or collect things. For example, we needed to acquire all of the drinks and soaks, spirits, pills, and curios. We also need to get a hold of the armors and weapons. You will either find these items by farming from plants, killing enemies, or open chests. Luckily for me, I found almost all of the things in my first playthrough because of my loot gobbling playstyle. But I was still missing a couple of them. So before I headed into New Game Plus, I decided to collect as many items as I could and get the trophies that are available. So I started by going for the spirits that I have missed. It was a couple of them that I could collect, but unfortunately I missed one missable spirit in Chapter 3. So that trophy needed to wait for now. 3 trophies I could get before New Game Plus was finding all the pills, all the meditation spots, and all the seeds, which was pretty straightforward. Collecting the last items before New Game Plus, I was then ready to enter a new cycle. I said, ah, trophy! Portraits? Perfect! Another one! New Game Plus mode is what it sounds like. You take all the abilities you have from before and you are way stronger now compared to the first time. The first thing I did in New Game Plus was to get my way back to the monkey NPC again. He was holding on to the last soaks I needed to get this trophy. Finding my way through the chapters, we eventually also ended up at this boss fight again. This fight is important because here you can miss a spirit, like I did. In this fight, you need to get rid of the small dude before the big one. Then he will drop the spirit you need. Going further in this chapter, I was also able to collect all the formulas by buying the last ones I needed from the fox. Yeah! Now it was unfortunately time to go back to one area you may remember from before, the prison.
Bye, have a great time.
Here's another item you easily can miss if you don't get rid of all the lamp heads in the area. Doing so will unlock a curio, which in my case was the last one I needed. Now the last thing I needed to do for the platinum was to collect the items for the armors and the weapons. This means that you need to defeat certain bosses again and explore certain areas yet again. And then we craft this one. Hey. All right, that one we got, Mantle with Might. This is the last one we need. We got the bulking iron horn, gold tree core, the steel, and the whale. All right, let's do it. Let's compare, not compare. Oh, to craft. Oh. I was like I was shitting myself a little bit. Like, what do you mean compare? Yeah, so this should be the last one. Staffs and spears, a walking vault of arms you have become. We got it! Final fulfillment! end. Each ordeal paves your path to what you are meant to be.